in terms of moving forward? Because you're such a positive role model.
Well, I think in terms of getting in this business, or any business, first of all, you got to love it. You got to have passion. Even before you have a vision for something, you have to have a passion, because the vision comes from the passion.
Right.
You know, and then you want to have a disciplined person with disciplined thoughts, disciplined action. Right. And I think that that's very important. A lot of people sometimes they want to do things.
Discipline?
You have to have disciplined people who have disciplined thoughts and take disciplined action.
All right. You heard that, right?
You know
Y'all heard that. All
yeah,
right.
It's very important.
All right.
You know,
I like that.
You know, and you know, if you do that, then you want to know everything there is to know about whatever business you're about to get into. Right. And another thing that I think is really important, you know, just to generalize it. So, because everybody may not want to be an entertainer or a politician like us. They may want to do something else. But at the end of the day, you got to read. You know, whatever it is, you have to read and take in knowledge and take in food. Feed your mind with the kind of food that you can apply to your dreams. In other words, if you have a dream, you want to learn every type of knowledge that's applicable to that dream, like anything that you can apply that can make you better. You want to learn the trade, so to speak, of whatever it is you like. Like if you're into building a business, then you want to know about Carnegie and Rockefeller and Bill Gates and Warren Buffett, because they built businesses. If you're a politician, you want to know about Malcolm Smith and the president and the various senators and various congressmen, like Congressman Meeks or whoever it is you want to meet. If you're a pastor, you want to be a pastor, you want to learn about Reverend Flake and T.D. Jakes and some others. So it's that kind of a thing that, you know, I believe in. I believe that you really just want to learn about what you want to become. Whatever it is you want to become, you want to learn about it. If you want to be like LL, then you want to learn all about music.
I do.
Learn all about movies, learn all about, you know, whatever it is you want to do.
Right. So. Now, just back to the jumping ball. Now, there was over, I don't know, maybe throughout the whole 4 weeks, whatever, maybe a couple of thousand people that passed through that park. I mean, every single day. I mean, where did you get the vision from? I mean, how did you just? That's your neighborhood. I know it's your neighborhood.
I just saw myself doing something for the kids that was like wonderful. You know, it goes back to many, many years ago when I was a little kid. You know, there would be guys that would, you know, throw parties in the park and throw basketball tournaments in the park, and I just haven't seen it. You know, block parties. I haven't seen it in so long, and every time I walk down the block, or if I drive by, or if I stop, maybe I'm at your office walking, or if I go on you know, wherever I'm going just to dip into a restaurant, there's someone always saying, yo, we need jobs. Hey, LL, there's nothing to do around here. What's going on? What are you doing? What's happening? What are you up to? And I just decided that this was something that I had to do. It just came in my mind. Look, you can do something great in the community. Then I got with my assistant, Brian Daughtry. My other friend, he contacted Sean Bell, who was a key in kind of putting the whole thing together and organizing it with his staff, and we just made it happen. So I can take very little credit for it, honestly. I just had a vision to do something for the community, and I leaned on my staff and leaned on my team and my friends, including yourself, to kind of put this thing together and make it great. And then it just, you know, people just were so giving and loving. I mean, we had Pizza Man out there giving out pizza, and JetBlue giving out drinks and hamburgers. People were willing to cook. Just get the burgers. I'll cook for free. Little kids running around, and it was really a community effort, and it just shows you how wonderful it can be. I mean, we had congressmen, senators, inspectors, police captains, you know, big wigs around the city coming down to our event saying, hey, this is great and we want to be a part of it. And that's the way it should be in our community. And so it really just came from that spirit. It was just like, I was just inspired, you know. I just feel like I wanted to cast my bread upon the water.
Oh, well, Reverend, let me finish that. but you know, and you're absolutely right. It was the passion that you are showing now is a passion that's been consistent, and there were so many other messages and things that happened out of this event that some people don't recognize. I had mentioned to you earlier, I had at least 2 parents walk up to me and say, you know what, I came out to this park because my daughter, who doesn't normally get up on Saturday, was getting up every morning at 8 o'clock doing her chores so she can get to the park. The parents came out there and said, I wanted to see what was going on. Another group of ladies came up to me and said, we were concerned because we didn't see the kids hanging out in front of the stores anymore. We were like, what, you know, did the Pied Piper come through town and take them all, away? They were like, what happened? They said, then we found out that this stuff was going on in the park. And I do remember we had a town hall meeting early in March, and we had about 400 or 500 young people there, and all they kept saying was, we just want something to do, just like what you said. Can you just give us something to do? We go to school, and everything is math, reading, and science, but there's no more shop, there's no more home economics, there's no more sewing classes, there's no more carpentry classes. Where is the extracurricular activity? So you picked up, and see, but that's my point. Here you are, international entertainer, traveler, but yet and still you're still in touch with the basic stuff that goes on in the community. How do you do that? How do you be sitting with kings and queens and yet and still, you know, Shamiqua from the corner of 196th Street, Murdoch Avenue,
you know what?
expresses her needs and you hit it right on the head.
It's simple. When I'm sitting with a king and a queen, I'm representing the common folk. You know? You know, it's that simple. Like, I really represent the people when I travel. You know? I didn't become one of the part of the aristocracy, so to speak. I mingle with them and I know them, but I consider myself one of the common people. You know what I'm saying? I consider myself one of the neighborhood guys. I don't consider myself like, yeah, I meet with presidents and, you know, and state senators and different people, but I don't consider myself aristocracy. I consider myself or a high level person. Yeah, I'm confident in me, but I consider myself a guy from the neighborhood who is doing well, and as he does well, he must remember where he comes from and continue to feed and give back and spread love in his community. And you know, one day I hope to take it to the level where we can have a year-round community center with a lot of activities, and I hope to be able to take it to that level. I mean, it's just a matter of just me growing, but the larger I get, and the more growth I experience in my life and in my business and in my work, the better off my community will be. There's no doubt about that.
And maybe we can model this around the nation. I mean,
why not?
You've got entertainers running. I mean, jumping ball.
Yeah,
you know,
everywhere.
You need to trademark that one and make that a logo as you go across the country.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's an excellent concept, and it's one that so many people have grabbed onto. I mean, you're right. I mean, JetBlue, and take the time out to thank JetBlue for what they've done.
JetBlue,
they were tremendous.
Yeah, they gave us a lot of refreshments, and remember, the Bible says, "He who refreshes others will himself be refreshed."
I'm flying
they
JetBlue
looked
from
out
now
for
on.
us. So
all my tickets are going to be JetBlue.
So they looked out for us, and that was good. And I think next year we'll have even more sponsors. I think more people are going to want to come on board and be a part of it.